Okay, here's a look at the E-mini S&P stock index futures for Friday, March the 18th. We're looking at the profiles here, and this is what occurred overnight. This other smaller one here is what occurred during the day. This was yesterday during the day, and this was the previous overnight session. So we've had a couple of unusual developments in that both of the most recent overnight sessions had much larger ranges than what we had during the day. So this being yesterday's regular trading hours and this being today's. So a nice move up above the 74 area that we were using as a barrier. Mentioned yesterday that if the market could hold above that, that could very well act as a good support. It did come down and bounce off of it one time and then dip below it and then ended up by finishing right on it, more or less, when the market closed today. So it appears that the market is trying to sell off today and didn't really do too good a job at it. I think this is more bullish than bearish, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if the market lifts off from this area as early as Sunday evening. Now, if something is going on overseas, obviously that's could change the complexion of this absolutely and very quickly. But we're looking at the next area down at around 60 for support, and if the market should start to rally up above from this 74 area, then we're looking in the 79 area would be the next likely area, and then up there around 83, 84. So it's really on an intraday basis more of a sideways market right now, and the market is trying to do some bottoming and not really doing that great a job at it. But then again, on like for example today, after the big liftoff we had back on Wednesday, which was this day here, this was the day that we had a huge amount of volume, and the market basically had no follow through. And since then, the market has traded above it, and more or less has held above it until our close today, which is basically right at it. So as long as this area can hold, I think we're good to go to the upside. But if it doesn't, whatever takes place on Monday or even Sunday night, the news to be released on Monday is existing home sales. So that could move the market. It's unlikely it's going to move it in a big way, but it could move it. Here's the market profiles from just the day sessions only. And here are our trades and our software for today. Our first trade was a short here, which came within a tick of our second objective, so we ended up with a break even there. Same thing on this short trade. Same thing on this long trade. So all three of them break evens to start us out. And we had a short trade in here that did the same thing. So our first four trades here all ended up by being break even. This next long trade, it did hit our first objective but no fill, so we lost 3 ticks on the full position on that trade. To finish off the day when the market sold off, we had 2 short trades. These 2 were combined. They were only 3 ticks apart. This one was over a point apart, so it was not combined. So we had a short trade in here, hit our first objective, ended up with a break even. But we're able to get short right here, which turned out to be our best trade of the day, and it came down nicely, moving in our direction. I think on this trade almost 5 points, and able to take out 275 on the final partial. So a nice 5 3/4 point gain on that trade, basis our 4 contracts that we monitor. So that's really it as far as our trades are concerned today, and our outlook for Sunday evening going into Monday, and hopefully the market can find some support in here and give us a rally. If not, that market looks like it might want to be attracted back down to the 60 area. So I think we're kind of on the cusp here. I think that's how we should look at where we closed here today, and get an indication perhaps overnight on Sunday what direction it's likely to take for the day session on Monday. Any questions or comments, just get a hold of us at info@eminidaytrader.com. I always enjoy hearing your questions and comments. So hope you had a good St. Patrick's Day yesterday, and have a great weekend, and we'll see you again on Monday.